Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Salma and I hope you are doing fine since I left you. Yeah, so today I'll be doing my video like I had promised, and this is my story, how God delivered me from the street life. Yeah, so maybe I'll start by giving my story from my genesis. Yeah, so I've been born, raised by a single parent, that's my mother. But at a point, my mom fell sick and she lost everything. And at this point, she could not take care of me anymore. So I ended up growing up like a bird, because today I would be with a certain aunt, tomorrow with another. Yeah, and even in my education, my grandmother was the one who was paying my school fees, taking care of my needs. Yeah, until I finished my primary, I went to high school, and at form 3, by the time I was going to form 3, my grandmother died. And at this point, like I was so I was so scared, but good enough. I had gotten a scholarship, so I was under scholarship, but she was the only one who was taking care of my needs, like a lady, like a girl. There are sanitary towels you need some pocket money for small things, maybe books, some stationaries. Yeah, so at this point I was so scared how the journey would be, but I thank God I managed. Yeah, so after high school now, let me say in the time when I was in Form 4, at this point I was given the privilege to stay with my mom. Unfortunately, when I thought maybe I would have that love that I've missed, it was not really that way. Like my mom developed something, she started rejecting me. Yeah, so it was so bad. I used to really cry, but I remember there was this one neighbor who used to tell me, like, you need to be strong, you need to take courage, you don't answer her. If she's saying anything, you just keep quiet, just cry, let it out, but don't answer her back. Yeah, so this woman really helped me in kind of way. Yeah, and I was persistent, and I was patient enough until I finished my high school. And after finishing my high school, it was getting even worse. Yeah, but lucky enough, the people who are sponsoring us, they had this program whereby after finishing high school you go to a mentorship program as you are applying for courses. Yeah, and as you waiting for joining in college or universities. Yeah, so I got this I was sent to this primary school where I used to teach. Yeah, and at first it was for free. It was because there is that mentoring program was for it was for 6 months. Yeah, so I went to this school, I started teaching, and after finishing my time, I got employed, my first employment. Yeah, I was being paid 5,000. Yeah, it was small, but I could at least I could do something out of it. So at this point, this lady who was my neighbor, because she used to see what was going on, she told me, like, Salma, now, because at least you are earning something, you need to move from your home, because if you continue staying here, these things that your mama is always telling you, they are not good. Yeah, so you can now start your own life. You can at least get a room somewhere, and when you stay away from her, you will be surprised because things will change. She will change. Yeah, and I felt like this was good advice. Yeah, so I moved out from home. I got myself a room, a single room, and I rented. And thank God things went so well. And surprisingly, truly speaking, my mom changed. She now started missing me. And she could now call, she could now come to where I used to stay, and she started loving me again. And I felt so bad at first, but I'm this kind of a person. I thank God for this spirit in me that I don't keep grudges. Yeah, so I just let it go. And another thing also, she is my mom, so there is nothing I could do. So I just let it go, and life continued. Yeah, so after a while, because the head teacher of this school had told me like yearly they would be increasing my salary. Yeah. Yeah, but after a year now, I got employed with another company. There was this company around road construction of Chinese. So I got employed, and I was being paid at least good money now. Yeah, so things started to change, and uh, things started to change, and I started developing. But in my there is this video that I had shared that I had developed a certain problem in relationships, facing rejection too. Yeah, so things happened. If you can listen to that video, I had spoken a bit about it. Yeah, so things happened, and I lost my job, and I had to move. I had to move to the next town. But before I moved, while I was working in this company, I had been introduced actually by friends, because you have finished high school, and you have parted way with friends, those whom you are coming from the community. Others have gone to the cities. So when they come back, they really look good, they look nice. Yeah, and these people will come sit with you, they tell you how they have these sponsors. Yeah, so they really corrupt your mind, like the saying goes, show me your friends and I'll tell your character. Also, your company really matters a lot. So these things really, they started putting something else in my spirit, and I started craving for sponsors now. So at this point, I started it. I thought whatever I have isn't enough, so I could try to hivyo kuboronga boronga kidogo from guys. Yeah, so because I want there is a certain standard that I want to be like. I want to pimp my home. Yeah, so I started it at this point, but I remember I came to give my life to Jesus, and I stopped it. Yeah, but now after losing my job and I moved to another place, things became so bad. First of all, before I moved, so I lost my job. I lost my job, and still trying to figure out what to do, because like I don't know, let me say it's the devil. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So I had lost my job, and then I had savings. Yeah, so I started a business, and there was this guy in the next town where we used to stay. He was selling second-hand clothes. So I connected myself with him, and he took me to Nairobi, to Kikomba, where he used to get his his clothes. Yeah, so I did the same. I started this business. Yeah, I constructed a shop somewhere. I got myself a place, and I got some clothes. Unfortunately, they were really beautiful clothes, but I don't know what was happening. Like, I could not sell. I could not sell. I reduced prices. I could not sell. So my business collapsed, and now I received a call from the company. They called me back, and I went there. I was like, at least I've been called back. Now I'll be more serious in saving in water because I've already been messed up. Yeah, so I worked there, but in a little while I was fired with no reasons. So I got fired, and now I was confused, and I felt so much pressure because I had also taken my little brother to a private school, so school fees, and there was so much pressure on me. Yeah, but uh, as I was trying to figure things out, there was this young lady. We had also finished school together. Yeah, so she was a neighbor, and she had come around for holidays, for Christmas holidays, and we happened to meet. And she was like, "Oh, so you lost your job? Okay, me there is a place that I'm working, and there is this guy who's looking for people as waiters in a restaurant. Maybe I'll connect you with him." Yeah, so she told me like that she knows the guy, and she was like, "I'll connect you with him." Yeah, so I accepted, and I thought like, God has answered. God is so good. Yeah, so we arranged, and uh, we went to this place. So the first thing, as we had arrived to the city, that was Mombasa. We arrived there at around 5, and the guy was to pick us from that place and take me direct to the hotel for interview, and then later on I'll go to this lady's place. Yeah, so tukafika pale, tukashuka, and then we waited for this guy, but he was not coming. So this lady was like, "Me, I'm supposed to go to work. When he comes, you just finish with him. Yeah, and then later on I'll pick you. I'll tell you where I'll pick you from." Yeah, so I waited for this guy, and it is my first time in the city. Nimeishi tu huko bara nini. So this was my first time. I don't know places. I don't know anywhere. I don't know anyone. Yeah, so nikakaa tu hapo kwa stage nikimsubiri. He never came. He never appeared. Later on kakutana na huyo dem, tukaenda sasa. So at least by now bado niko na tu savings tu kidogo. Yeah, so nikaenda kwa huyu dem, tukakaa like a week trying to follow up this guy, but this guy was just he was fake. Was fake, and he just had his own intentions. So he kept me, and he kept me giving me hopes like, "Don't worry, you just wait." But in that moment he's telling me to wait, and anikatia. It's like he had his own intentions. Yeah, so there was no work. What? So I was like, now what should I do? Yeah, so this lady was working in a certain shoe company, very popular company in Kenya. Yeah, and she talked with a manager, and the manager accepted to employ me. You're working for commission. Yeah, and sometimes you could sell, you get maybe a commission of 1,000 because already things had started. Kulikuwa tu na hiyo problem bado ya inflation already, but it was not that intense, but still it was really hard to manage to get 1,000 for a week. It was really hard. Na hapo kuko na food, kuko na manguo, alafu taking care of the rent and hizo stuff za nyumba. Yeah, so what my friend normally used to depend on was her boyfriend, na hiyo kula machali hivyo. So mimi nimeenda pale, niko ka saint. Remember, I've just given my life to God and I said, remember I had started testing this life, but I had stopped. I was like, I've given my life to God, I won't do this anymore. So now I've come to this place, and this lady is depending more from boyfriend. So tunakula, tuko tu sawa nini, but we came to a point, and ni kama alichoka, and she was like, hey Salma, you need to do something. I cannot take care of everything in this house, and you are just there. You want to be saint, but I go out there, I give out my body. You want to be saint, huh? We cannot do this. So you need to do something. You need also to contribute. I was so dumb. I don't know where to start from. Yeah, I'm not that used to guys nini. Sitaki your life. Somehow najaribu kuikataa, but yeah. So one day, because it got to a place, it was so bad, and she could talk, she could quarrel, but because I had no option, me I just used to keep quiet. So ataongea atateta. So I just keep quiet. But one day nimetoka tu sasa sole yangu huko, nikifika demo amehama, ameenda kwa nyumba ingine, ameniacha hapo peke yangu. So nikitoka home, sawa. So nikitoka home, kuna tu shopping tulikuwa tumefanya, nikabuy utensils kidogo because sikukuja na vyombo zote. Nilikuwa na vitu by the za nyumba, but niliacha home kwetu. Yeah, so nikakuja tu na kitu nilibeba ilikuwa ni stove na tusufuria na kandoo hivi, alafu tulikuwa tumebuy tu plate na tu vikombe. Yeah, so tumechanganya pale. So this lady ndo alikuwa na most of the things in the house. She had the bed, nini. Yeah, so nikakuja nikapata nyumba iko empty, mtu alihama na akaenda. Actually kulikuwa na vacant hapo next. So ametoka hapa kwa hii mlango, ameingia hiyo mlango next. So hapo nikapigwa sasa na reality, nikashtuka. I don't know what to do. Yeye ndo analipanga rent by the way. Mimi nilikuwa nachangia tu maybe kwa food nini. Yeah, so nikashtuka, and then sasa pia there was this lady tulikuwa become friends sasa hapo kwa hiyo place ya job. Yeah, so at this point now nikakuwa sasa nategemea tu hiyo, but I had to do something. And at this point I have no one to rely on. Piga simu home, because after kuachana na this lady, I came to a point I lost my job. It's like pia the manager mali nilikuwa nafanya pia alikuwa na his own intentions, and he could offer me some money, some token. I refused. So one day he was like, you girl, you're so stupid, nini. So akatafuta tu offense, akaanza kusema mimi sifanyi kazi vizuri. Yeah, so akanifuta. Na imagine kazi tu ya commission na pia umefutwa, and you have a house, you need to pay rent now. What? So now I have to face life. Imagine my mom mwenyewe, she's being fed by my aunties. And sometimes unaweza omba pesa, unaambiwa like sasa your mom, we are taking care of your mom and you also want us to take care of you. Yeah, so it became so bad, and it got to a point, even getting something to eat was a problem. So if this is where you are right now, I really feel you, because I've been there before. Yeah, so you are in a place, and because all the people around me were introduced like the only way to survive is through your body, getting sponsors. So sikuwa nafikiria kitu ingine, like maybe I can ask for help, and I didn't have anyone in mind. So watu tu nilikuwa nafikiria kwa akili yangu, it's my family and na kuhustle, unaona. Yeah, but now sasa reality imenipiga, and I have to figure things out fast, because nyumba inataka kulipwa, else I don't know where to go to. Nikikuja home hakuna hopes, home kwenyewe ni shida. Because it's like also my mom, and I have to do something, you see, for also to take care of my mom and my brother. Yeah.